Hi there, thanks for coming. Hey, I got a quick couple of videos I'm going to shoot here. I get questions once in a while, and I just thought, I'm in a state of mind to share these things with you today. And one of the things that happened today was I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about some business stuff, and this is all in the context of business and entrepreneurship and so on. And this person, I was reaching out to them to get them re-engaged with some of the things I'm doing there, and some time has passed. I've had some challenges pop up in business and so on, and some things that have slowed us down. And of course, they went gung-ho and went out and presented things probably in the wrong light or with the wrong expectation. And now, they feel like somehow they burned themselves. And the question of credibility came up. And they said, I lost my credibility. And when someone says that to me, I have to first of all ask this question: how much credibility did you really have? Come on now. Your credibility is determined by you, not somebody else, okay? But here's the other thing I want to point out to you. Think about this for a minute. Who do you perceive as having more credibility? The person that in spite of challenges and obstacles and ups and downs, moved forward and overcame those things and kept pursuing their goal and their outcome, their original outcome, in spite of all that, and has success? Or the person that's constantly quitting and blaming everything else for the challenges? I can see clearly who has more credibility. I mean, look at who gets highlighted in society. Who do we tend to raise up and put on a pedestal these days? And of course, we see the Hollywood version of success in business. We always see the successes of people like it was overnight. But the reality is, what most people fail to see, and what's not promoted and highlighted, is the amount of time and effort and energy it took them to get there. Most people look at successful people, and especially big success, and they say, oh, you're so lucky and you were so fortunate. It was just like overnight success. What they fail to see is the 10 years of trial and emotional roller coaster and financial ups and downs and all the different things that go into having success, all the distinctions, all the challenges that they tried that didn't work, but they kept going in spite of that, and eventually they figured it out and got all the pieces together, and then they had success. I think we should highlight more of what it takes to have success than the success itself, because that's where the lessons are. We can all talk about the successes, and that's great. You'll learn some good stuff. But can you always replicate that? And the reality is, you're going to face your own set of challenges. I don't care. You can model someone else's business and follow exactly what they did, but you're going to have your own circumstances. There's going to be things that happen. If you're doing something big in the world, which I encourage you to do the biggest, hairiest, craziest thing you can, because your time is so short here, and, just doing things willy-nilly, why? Why would you waste your time? Okay, do something that you're committed to. And, the bottom line is, when you follow through with certainty that you can overcome anything, you can do anything. The thing is, you're going to hit things that don't work. That's just part of the process. And all successful people know this, okay? If someone's bad-mouthing you, it's because that says more about them than it does about you. First of all, a successful person is never going to bad-mouth another business person or any person that's making an effort and going out there and doing something. Even if it's something crazy, successful people acknowledge that, they recognize that, and they honor that, they applaud that. Poor, broke, unsuccessful people will badmouth people that are doing things out of the ordinary, because number one, they don't understand. Number two, they don't know what it is to overcome a challenge. Number three, they're so afraid that someone's going to badmouth them that they go out and they badmouth other people because they want to try to keep people right down at their level. Now think about it. If you're the kind of person that goes out and badmouths people for the things they're doing and things that didn't work, and the fact that they keep going forward, and even though it hasn't succeeded yet, they keep, they're still pursuing their passion and their dream, but you got these people that are badmouthing. Those people that are badmouthing, what does it say about them? Think about that for a minute. Do you think they're ever going to pursue anything significant, especially if there's a possibility that they could have some stumbling blocks and, trip and fall a few times? No, because why? They're afraid other people are going to criticize them, just like they're criticizing you or other people. And that's all these people do. They run around and they badmouth everybody else because it makes them feel better about themselves. And you know what? Their life's going to pass them by. They're going to get to the end and nothing happened. They didn't achieve anything. You, on the other hand, are going to keep going forward. And the bottom line is, you can come up with the greatest plan, the greatest on-paper plan. you can follow the people that have gone before you. Every situation has its own set of circumstances. You're going to react differently in certain scenarios. You're going to have different outcomes. But the bottom line is, the only thing that matters is action, and then paying attention to the results you're getting, because results are the only thing that's measurable. If you do it all up here, if all you do is create a plan in your head and you go through all the different scenarios and figure out if something's going to work or not up here, and that's all you do, then guess what? That's a huge failure, because this is all made up. The only thing that happens is when you take action, you produce a result. And the only thing that's measurable is a result. And the results you produce are either getting you closer to your outcome or further away. And that's it. So you got your outcome, you got your starting point, and you got a path that has to be, macheted out. You got to carve your path out, and the only way you know which way to step next is to take action and take that first step, because that reveals what's there. And once you see what's there, you know what the next step is, and you're constantly adjusting, and you're asking the question, is this getting me closer to my outcome or further away? You keep what works, get rid of what doesn't, and improve, and you iterate. And guess what? You make lots of discoveries on the way. You might discover things that might take you on a whole different path that are even a greater outcome than you ever anticipated. But the bottom line is, take action, and your credibility has everything to do with you and following through versus somebody and their opinion of you. And like I said, who do you want to follow? You're going to follow and acknowledge somebody that, in spite of all the challenges, followed through and made it happen? Do you highlight somebody like that more so? Or do you look at those people that are constantly quitting and never achieving anything? Who has more credibility to you? And when you think about that, who do you want to be? So make up your mind early on who you're going to be and follow through. Make it happen. So that's all I got to say on that, and thanks for being here. Hopefully this helped you out a little bit. The bottom line is, your credibility is determined by you, your commitment, and your certainty about your ability to overcome and pursue all the way through to your outcome, no matter what, in spite of all the naysayers and the challenges, the financial ups and downs, the emotional roller coasters, those days when you've had every challenge and all this stuff, all this burden is just loading up on you, and you don't even want to get out of bed in the morning. You got to get back up and go out there and make it happen. Find a way, because you know what? Anything's possible, but it starts with you. So thanks for coming here, and I'll look forward to talking to you again soon.